Dexter will not eat. He is, I think, missing George. Do I have an attitude? Not really, but it is kind of nice to just be in charge for once. Somebody does not have their seatbelt on. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. I am all alone, so it's just us. My name is Sonia. I live in Mount Juliet, just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and my husband George is gone to Texas. He's traveling for several days, and it's just us. It's just me and the dogs, Dexter and Maddie. So I do have some increased responsibilities this week, and that's okay. He took care of things when I went to Texas to see our family there a couple of weeks ago. So it's his turn now, and it's my turn to take care of everything back home. It's really expensive to board the dogs. We do go together to Texas 1 or 2 times a year. For the most part, I think here in this house, this is like the first time that I can remember anyway, being alone. I was alone in the ranch house, which if you watch that video a week or 2 ago, you'll see how that went. We're going to have a great week this week. I'm not worried about anything. I'm really kind of excited about it. Not that I want George to be gone away by any means. I will definitely miss him. When you've been married for 30 years, you work like a unit and you're just used to being considerate of the other person. And there's just, all those considerations are just totally gone. And it doesn't matter what I do, when I do it. And I get to plan what I want for dinner, what I want to watch on TV. It also comes with responsibility because I have the dogs alone. I've been getting used to walking Dexter. I have a different leash. He is a very big dog. He will definitely and does pull me down the street. I really have to work at keeping that from happening. But George did give me a different leash for him, and it's night and day. It gives me a lot more confidence in walking him. Yeah, I'm very happy with the new leash. Thank you, George. I have a new leash on life. So I made a little list over here. If you see my eyes diverting away, I made a list of all the things I want to accomplish this week, and it's a lot. We got up this morning at 3:30, and we left by like 4:25 to get him to the airport. He has already landed in Dallas, and he and my daughter and my grandkids are going to a museum in Dallas. I think it's called the Ross Perot Museum, and they've been looking forward to that. But I thought it was so fun just watching his flight. You know, there is this app called Plane Finder. I do not pay for the subscription service. I just don't need that. You know, you can track one flight free. But here is all the things that I plan to do this week. Blog upgrade. I hope it's going to be simple. I want to set up a new puzzle because it's been a while since I worked one. I want to clean the fridge out. You know, George is not here. What I say goes. There is nobody here to tell me I can't do something. Do I have an attitude? Not really, but it is kind of nice to just be in charge for once. If I see something in the fridge of George's and I think it's too old, I'm going to throw it away and nobody can do anything about it. I need to register for a medical test that I'm having next week. I need to plan what I'm cooking with the steak tonight. I think it's going to be a baked potato, but I'm going to be cooking all week and I'm so excited. Going to be keeping up with the laundry and the housework and all that kind of stuff. I need to look up and get my passport appointment set. I want to figure out, when I need to do that and where I can get the pictures done and everything. Not going to go do it this week, but I'd like to get the appointment set this week for maybe next week or the week after. I want to do some work in Canva. I want to have some creative time, and I just plan on holding up this week and not going anywhere and getting some things done on the computer that I have put off all year long. This is the week. It's great. I don't have to go anywhere or do anything. Do have to take Dexter to doggy daycare on Wednesday. All right, say hello to the camera and tell everybody just how much in charge you are of the neighborhood. You rule the roost. Inside the house and out. So here's part 2 of what all we're going to do this week. I have a black tie wedding, George and I do, to go to later in the year. And I've never been to a black tie wedding before. I don't even know how you're supposed to dress for a black tie wedding. So I've got to look that up and just kind of figure out a shopping plan. I'm just a little intimidated because I don't normally go to black tie events. And I mean, most of the kids, like in Katie's era, were getting married in a barn, So I'm like, there were no black tie events. I just need to figure out what to do. We're looking forward to it. I just don't ever go to those things. So I need to figure that out. I need to order Target. I'm working on 4 videos this week. I've got one that is going to go live on Saturday, and I have another one that needs to be edited. I've got another one that needs to be filmed, and then there's this one, if you include the one that I'm filming right now with you all week. That's a lot in itself. I need to plan some birthdays. Mom's birthday is Sunday. Her gifts are coming from Amazon, so I'll need to wrap those this week. And I've got to figure out where to go. She wants to go eat crab legs. While George is gone, I want to plan his birthday. He's not going to know where we're going, and we're just going to have a day out. So I'll film it. I have some YouTube planning and projects aside from the video work that I'm doing. And I don't know, it's just all these little things that I've been wanting to do that I can never get to, that I'm thinking, with just me here and me focusing on those things and not going anywhere, maybe I can get them done. I could be totally wrong because I do have a lot of extra responsibilities this week, like cooking for myself, which I normally don't do. That is going to probably zap about 5 hours out. I have to take the trash out and remember to pull the trash can back in, get the mail every day. Take the dogs out all by myself, feed the dogs an extra time. I normally do mornings. George normally does the evenings, but I'll be doing both. Got to remember to feed the cat, get the mail, And I have all my regular responsibilities, like paying Mom's bills and checking on her every day. And I'm getting hungry. I'm going to go fix an Asian salad. Lots of things planned for today, and I already have a lot of things already accomplished today. Let's have a fantastic week, and I am so glad you guys are here to join me for this week alone. All right, here's my salad. It's an Asian salad kit. It has kale in it. We had baked barbecue chicken last night. We had it left over. But anyway, I thought that would give me some protein. We had a lot of chicken left over, so I'm going to be eating a lot of chicken the next 2 days. Also, we had pasta salad, and I just kind of revived that with a little bit of olive oil, vinegar, and Parmesan cheese. Bon appetit. All right, lunch over. I need to work on cleaning the kitchen. I'm going to find some really good music to put on the TV. We'll knock this out. I have to empty the dishwasher too, but that's okay. We'll get that done, and then got to take the dogs out separately. me tell you, it is hot out there. Yeah, mid-July, what do you expect, right? Got the fridge open. I'm about to just go in and toss anything that I know I'm not going to eat this week. I'm also going to be putting some plastic inserts into the drawers so that they'll be easier to clean, because then you'll be able to take the plastic inserts out. Today is just going to be throwaway. That's all we're doing today. It's worth taking big projects and breaking it down. Tomorrow we'll actually clean, and then probably Wednesday or Thursday we will actually cut the plastic inserts out and put those in the drawers. Let's start throwing things away. I'll let you know how it goes. I hope I don't make George mad. All right, so I know that we are not gonna be eating this. This was rice-a-roni casserole that I made. I think we would have eaten it if we'd have been here, but we were gone a lot for lunches last week. So here is my marinated steak for tonight. It's yellow, it looks green. I promise it's okay. It's got Dijon mustard in there with like soy sauce, Worcestershire, garlic, I forget what all, but vinegar. So I'm gonna go through the sauces and then go through all this stuff and just see what's expired and throw away anything that is past its prime. I keep this chore of cleaning my fridge in my reminder app. Just wanted to let you know that, because I know a lot of you follow me and you know I use the iPhone reminder app for my household chores. It kept popping up and I moved it purposely to this week. So that's what we're doing. All right, so basically here is what we come up with. I'm throwing this away because I don't know how long it's been in there and don't want to take any chances. This has been open for several days. I think we made a cocktail with it and didn't use it all. Black-eyed peas. I don't know how many days ago it was that we had it. I think I'm not gonna eat it. This is some kind of chicken dish that one of us fixed. I don't know how many days ago. And then that's that rice-a-roni hamburger casserole. This is a old dressing I made eons ago, and I need to clean this because I threw the lime away that was in there. Might have been lemon, I don't know. That's pretty good. It wasn't too bad in there. I did throw a couple of dressings away that expired about 3 months ago. George would have said, no, leave it, but I'm not taking any chances. I've made my phone calls for today. I was wanting to switch back to my old dentist, but they do not take United Healthcare. So I wasn't really as happy with that dentist. It was like the worst dental experience that I've ever had. And I don't know if it was just me, my tooth, or the dentist. But I did get Maddie's grooming appointment made for next week. Here's what I'm eating this week. Steak, leftover chicken tomorrow night, hamburger steak Wednesday night, Thursday fixing a homemade pizza, Friday spaghetti with ground turkey, and then Saturday fish. And then I wrote these up here because I didn't want to forget about them. I'm gonna make ice cream in the Ninja Creamy today. It'll be ready tomorrow. I'm trying some new recipes out this week, so I need to make sure I get my avocado toast in. I wanted to make a peach smoothie, and I might make chicken salad for lunches, and I might make some dressed eggs, just a few for me. That is my meal plans for the week. Breakfast is just like, you know, it just kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. I don't really know. Sometimes I'm in the mood for hearty, like eggs. Other days I just want yogurt, which I've got plenty of. Sometimes I just want oatmeal, so I just go with the flow. Breakfast is one of those things, and I have been known to like eat spaghetti for breakfast or chicken. You just never know. All right, so now I'm going to do the Target order because we're about to run out of toilet paper. And then I'm going to upgrade the blog, which I'm a little nervous about. We'll check in with you later, probably. I fixed my steak and a baked potato, and I had a little bit of leftover pasta salad. I was going to fix something green, but I got to talking to Mom, and also George. And then I got kind of behind in the schedule of cooking, so didn't get it filmed because of all that. But it was the first time that I'd ever cooked steak. I did a pan sear and then put it in the oven to cook. And I had marinated the steak for over 24 hours. Came out really good. Have a glass of Pinot Noir with the steak. George is okay. They're in Breckenridge. They are home. But Dexter will not eat. He is, I think, missing George. And he stares at the window and he's waiting. He's waiting for George to come back. I had George FaceTime me to tell him to eat, but of course, he's a dog. He's not going to look at the phone. He did hear his voice. Hopefully tomorrow he'll be hungry enough to eat. I just put it in the fridge. I'll offer it up to him again later tonight. Maddie's confused, but I did get a lot done today, and I'm very happy about that. Got the blog thing done. It wasn't any big deal. I put it off for several months because I just didn't have time to fool with it. It was like a 15-second update, and that was it. Well, it is almost noon on Tuesday. The day's going really well. Slept pretty good last night. I am sitting here drinking an Olipop. The ice has melted. One of the things that I wanted to do today was to video the second HR video. And so I did that today. So that is done, and I needed a quiet time to get that done. And with George gone and no other noise in the house or in the yard, it was just a good time. The dogs are another story. It's a really hot day outside. Dexter ate this morning. He would not eat last night. He didn't even want to pee last night. So this morning we got up and I was kind of dreading it, and it took 15 to 20 minutes, but he finally went pee and he also ate. Other than that, everything's going well. I wasn't afraid last night because I had Dexter and Maddie to warn me if anything was amiss. Really done my Bible study and World Bible School. And I fixed avocado toast. Totally forgot to vlog it. I'm not used to vlogging every day, and so I wasn't even thinking about it this morning. So far, everything's going well. It is a little bit different because being by myself, I don't know, I feel more creative in a way, like I made ice cream, whereas he usually is the person that does things in the kitchen. But with him gone, I just feel more creative in the kitchen. And I don't know why that is, because he doesn't inhibit me from being in the kitchen in any way. It's just when he's here, I let him do it. I guess he likes to cook, and I just don't have those things flowing. That's totally it. I don't have those things flowing in my mind. When he's gone and I'm cooking for myself, then I start thinking about what we have in the cabinet. What would I like to eat tomorrow? And so I'm thinking about all those things. That's totally it. I'm not trying to say that he stifles my creativity in any way, but I need to go clean the house. I also, I've got dishes to do, laundry to fold, lunch to eat, and I need to come back and do a thumbnail. I need to make a phone call for Mom regarding a doctor's appointment. So I'll check in with you guys if something interesting happens, but that's where we are on Tuesday. All right. I'm just really tired today. I had a very productive, very long day yesterday, and today I'm just not feeling it. So I'm just going at a lower pace. I did have a nice surprise today. I got a text from my neighbor, and she asked me out to lunch tomorrow because both of our husbands are out of town. And when she realized that, she's like, hey, why don't we go do lunch? I think it would be good for me to get out tomorrow, and it won't be for very long. We're just going to go have lunch. But I'm very excited. I was so honored, and I'm going to try to pick up the speed. It's 1:30. It's about time to take the dogs out, and I really dread it because it is so stinking hot out there. You can tell in my voice how tired I am. Coffee. I only had probably 3/4 of a cup of coffee, and that sounds really good right now. Let's get things done. I need to plan George's birthday excursion, and I need to look up places to eat for Mom's birthday to see maybe who has the best crab legs for the less money. Okay, so here is tonight's dinner. I have steak left over from last night. I have chicken left over from the night before that. I made homemade French fries in the air fryer. I sauteed some spinach and tomatoes. Hey guys, it is Tuesday, almost 7 p.m. It's been an okay day. I do miss George. It was really quiet today. I kept busy for most of the day. I was a little bit disheveled because I think the problem is that I had too much scheduled for today. There was just synergy in yesterday, and that was lacking today. And I knew, I always do this. I always plan more than I can do. It's okay. We just do the best we can. And honestly, the dogs, they do take a lot of time. When there's 2 of us, we can divide it up and just make things go a little more smoothly. I've taken them out so many times today. I try to do it every 4 hours, and then it's separately. So I have to take Maddie out, and then I'll take Dexter out because he is all power. So when you take that into consideration, I'm getting in a lot of steps. Like yesterday, I got in 10,000 steps, I think, total by the time I went to bed. Pretty crazy for me. But I did want to hop on here and say that I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for being brave and not being worried about sleeping alone. I mean, I'm comfortable here in the house. Of course, it helps to have Dexter. And I've got wonderful neighbors, all over the place around me. I know things can happen that's outside anybody's control, but I do have my Lord, and I don't know. I'm just happy that I haven't been afraid and, staying up half the night because I can't sleep or listening for every noise. And then the other thing is just me cooking for myself. I've kind of been limited as to what I cook because so many things just intimidated me, and George always loved to cook, and so he did most of the cooking. I always kept my cooking and kitchen prep to salads, soups, a few desserts, all kinds of pastas, lasagna, chicken salad, pimento and cheese. I just have like tea room kind of mentality, when I get in the kitchen. I can make mashed potatoes, and I've branched out. I was real proud of myself when I learned how to fix chicken tenders in the George Foreman. The little things. And so tonight I made French fries in the air fryer. And, I fixed steak for myself last night and had the leftovers tonight. So I'm just kind of proud of myself to not be intimidated to fix the meat. So I know a lot of you are way beyond me as far as cooking, but I'm just telling you, my career took so much out of me. It was just always easier for George to do the cooking, and I always usually got home later than he did. And I don't know, it just worked out all these years for him to do the cooking. But in retirement, I'm getting to do a little bit more of that now, and I really like it. I want to read. I've been trying to get into this Danielle Steele book, and I have so many on the shelf back there to read. I'm just really having trouble getting into it. I don't know why. But I need to get into this book, and then I want to try and watch something on TV. Then I'll take the dogs out, and then we'll go to bed, and then Dexter goes to doggy daycare tomorrow. I think we'll just say good night for tonight, and I'll see you guys when I wake up in the morning. Night, night.
Did you go to Bow Wow? Come on, let's go get in the car. Come on, this side. This side. Come on. Get in the car. Good boy. I'll meet you on the other side. Yeah, it's Mama taking you today. Yeah. You're gonna go to Camp Bow Wow. You're gonna go to doggy daycare.
Got my little buddy. He's ready to go. He's been looking forward to it since last night.
There's deer over there. You see him? Hard to see.
Somebody does not have their seatbelt on. Well, if you haven't figured it out already, it's Wednesday. Just dropped Dexter off to doggy daycare. When I took him in, she says, Dexter, and she knew who he was. She said, Dexter, you're naked. She said, every dog has to have a collar when they come in. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that his collar had come off. So she said, that's okay. You know, I know who he is and I'll give him a temporary collar. It happens all the time. And I told her, I said, I don't normally bring him, so I don't know what the rules are. Yeah, so now I've got to go home and look for Dexter's collar. But I needed gas to get through the rest of the week. And we have a new gas station, a Shell station. So it's Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons has a Shell station. I've been doing Keurig. I haven't been brewing coffee because it's just me. And the brews taste better than the Keurig. I did treat myself to a medium coffee. They have awesome breakfast sandwiches here, and they also make donuts. I was going to get donut holes and a breakfast sandwich, but I'm going out to lunch today, and it's probably going to be more calories than I really had planned to eat. So what I did was I got a donut cruller. It's a blueberry sour cream, probably very caloric, lots of sugar donut. I don't know, it's just going to be my snack for the next few days because I do not need a whole donut. And I'm on a losing streak. It's not much of one, but I did lose a pound this week, and I really think that when I'm eating by myself and not with George, I eat less. Anyway, I'm gonna get home and get started on my day. I didn't even get finished with my Bible lesson yet. So anyway, I gotta go. I'm taking up a gas holder. Hey guys. Well, today is going by really fast, and the fact that I have to leave the house 3 times today, once to take Dexter, later on I'll pick him up, and then going out to lunch with a friend today, and also a neighbor, same person. But anyway, I thought I would hop on here since I have, I've got about 10 minutes, and I just wanted to show you what I did to the blog. And I haven't blogged this week because I don't want to mention the fact that George is gone, because when I blog, it's almost real time. But I did want to show you because I did the upgrade, and I was so afraid that when I upgraded to the new version that it would take away all of my links and HTML codes and all that kind of stuff. So, but it didn't, because it was just an upgrade to the theme that I already had. But it did have a warning that sometimes things can go wrong. And I've been putting this off for months because I thought, this is going to take all day, maybe 2 days. I think it was like 5 seconds. So what I did was just change the header or the topper. Right, there we have it. It is Less Hustle, More Coffee. Still have the same logo on there, but I did put this background in there. I believe I got it from Canva. It was so easy. So I think when fall gets here, well, I'll be able to decorate it seasonally. So I did put a little blurb, blog under construction for a day or two, just in case things looked wonky. I also found this in one of the free media files, just, you know, because I really like to write. I mean, whether I'm typing it, writing it, whatever, I just like to express myself in that form. So I don't know, if you want to follow along, you can actually come to lesshustlemorecoffee.com and you can subscribe either by email, or I think you can do it by being on WordPress. Most people do it right here and they just put in their email. Really happy with how it turned out. All right, I've got like 4 minutes, so I think I will go ahead and give Maddie, I got to take her out real quick, give her a treat, and then I need to go downstairs and get any Dexter hairs out of the seat, because I'm picking up my friend / neighbor, and I don't want her to get hair all over herself. Not really getting a lot of things done. I did get the kitchen cleaned. Only had 1 load of laundry that I did this morning. I got that done. You know, when I get back, I'm going to be diving into some things that I need to do, which is like planning Mom's and George's birthdays. I have some videos that I need to work on, and house projects. I'm not through. By far, I'm not through with the house today. Then I'll have to pick Dexter up. I'm fixing mashed potatoes to go with my hamburger steak that I'm fixing on the skillet, and gonna have green peas with the mashed potatoes, because, you know, that's just what you do. Here's my dinner tonight. I've already cut up my little hamburger patty, cooked it on the stove, mashed potatoes and green peas, a little bit of A1 sauce. Bon appetit. Okay, I have toast, scrambled eggs, and my 1/4 of a donut for today, and fresh squeezed orange juice. Yum. Well, good morning. It is, what day is it? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. No makeup yet. No makeup yet. It is 10:23 and I haven't exercised yet, and I may not put on makeup today. Haven't decided, but I know I look bad. That's all I'm saying here. You know, you feel better about getting on camera looking bad if you declare that you're aware that you look bad. But I've been busy this morning. The house is under control. You know, I'm kind of enjoying this week looking at my to-do list and definitely checking it off as it gets done. But I think there's something to be said about synergy, and I know I've mentioned it before. It's just like syncing the flow of your energy. That's just the best description of synergy. I've had a plan for each day, and sometimes there are definitely appointments that have to be made. Like yesterday killed me because I left the house 3 times. I mean, it was all good stuff. I enjoyed it. I had a great time, everything I did. But there's something to be said about synergy. So how I do synergy in my day is I kind of have a plan, but where the synergy part comes in is like as I'm going through the house, if there's something that needs to be done in that room that I'm in already, I'll just do it real quick. But yeah, you know, I just go through the house and do things when I see they need done in that room, unless they're a huge, big project. That's working out for me really well, and I like that. So it might be something that's on the list in the afternoon, but if it only takes a few minutes and I'm already in that room, I knock it off, and I'm finding I get more done that way. One thing that I do to help move the synergy along is, for example, I brought this roll of plastic in here yesterday. It wasn't on my list yet, but I knew it was going to be coming up this week to put plastic in the refrigerator drawers. It's on my plan this afternoon to actually do it. Excuse you, Maddie. I'm trying to do a video here. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. Won't do it again until later.
Okay. So it's going to entice me to finish it. And I just thought I would share that because if you can kind of stage things for yourself, number one, it breaks down the project, and then number two, it invites you to get it done. So later when I go to cook, this is going to be in my way. So I will definitely, without a doubt, get that done. By the way, I've already got out some things that I'll be having for dinner tonight. It just helps when the time comes. Everything that doesn't have to be refrigerated is right here. And I do that. George does that. I think we both do that. So it's things like that that you just prepare yourself for the rest of the day or whatever's coming up. I can go ahead and show you this because Mom's birthday is actually Sunday. We're going to take her out to eat. She wants to eat crab legs. But I did get her birthday gift ordered, and it's a robe. It's kind of like mine. It's very cool. It's very comfortable in this hot weather that we're having, and we've got worse weather coming up. You can get these on Amazon. That was on Amazon too. But these Crave boxes, there are so many of them on there, and I tried to find the one that had the snacks in it that I thought she would like the most. I went ahead and set the puzzle table up and brought a chair in here. I have a little side table because it really helps with the pans and everything when I separate all the pieces out. But I love Ravensburger, and I really am looking forward to doing this ocean scene with the cats in the window. While folding towels, I kept seeing something out there out of the corner of my eye. Now I realize it wasn't just me. There's 3 little baby deer out there, and the mama just walked by. All right, guys, so I am getting Mom's birthday gifts in order. I just opened her robe and put that in the sack there. I didn't have any wrapping paper, so I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and put all of the snacks in that sack. And I mean, she's not gonna keep this box anyway. Yeah, these are all her favorite things. I don't know for sure that she likes Teddy Grahams, but I think she'll eat them. I know she likes Oreos. I know she likes Ritz. She likes cookies. And there's even Famous Amos. She likes Cheez-Its. And there's some goldfish. I think she likes goldfish. Nutter butter. I'm just going to put them in the birthday bag and we're going to call it done. Okay, and then there is the peanut butter crackers on the bottom. I was like, well, where are those? Because those are the things that actually made me buy it. So, but they're there. They were just hidden. I'm sitting here looking up black tie evening dresses. I think I mentioned before we've been invited to a wedding that is a black tie event. And first of all, Chat said to go with whatever the invitation said. So that says dresses. I'm really short, so anything long that I try on is most definitely not going to fit. Everything I've looked at has either been too revealing. I don't wear anything that's low cut. I don't wear slits up the side, and I don't wear open back dresses. I really wanted to have something with sleeves. It's going to be in September. I don't want anything that has flowers on it because it's too summery. And every time I find something, it's either off-white, flowery, or too expensive. I'm getting really frustrated. I'm on the Adriana Papel. I don't even know if I'm saying it right because this is not my world. This is not my world. And George wants me to rent something, and you have to order it within a certain time frame. If it doesn't fit, there's a question of whether you have enough time to get it. No, that's too stressful for me. I'm not that person. You know, if I were a smaller size and not so picky about how revealing it is and all those kind of things, then maybe I could do that. But yeah, I'm not that gal. I really, really, really liked these, but I think what I'm going to have to do is find a T-length dress, because on me it's going to be full length, and then I won't have to have it hemmed. I'm just trying to figure it all out. I'm trying to get started early. This is July. I've got a little bit of time. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night. It just intimidates me all to pieces to dress up and to go to something like this, because I'm like, what if I go and everybody's wearing black? You know, I had that mentality of, you know, because some black tie events are black only, but I didn't see anything like that. Plus, it's a wedding. People usually don't want you to wear black at a wedding, although I know times have changed and, you know, people do all kinds of things. But it did specifically say no white or off-white, which I wouldn't do anyway. Not going to find that dress in this vlog, but as far as the big stores like Macy's, Dillard's, Nordstrom's, that's where I'm thinking this is going to be. We're going to have to do a separate vlog for that. We don't have those stores here. We're going to have to drive to those stores. I am getting some things done, and I needed to go through this process of looking online just to see kind of what the styles are and what's out there, and it does give me hope. That one's cute. That one's cute. But see, if I go in the store and try those on, I'm going to trip all over that dress because it's going to be way too long. One thing that I really, really, really wanted to do today is work on George's birthday too. I'm going to have to do a lot of research, and I need to do that while he's gone. You know, I don't know. I always overbook myself, and I'm just always busy. Like, people are like, aren't you bored in retirement? No, I'm not. I don't know how I got all these things done before when I worked. So life has slowed down, and I'm very grateful for retirement and for these days, and so that I can get all these things done. I have just spent the last hour planning George's birthday excursion. I wanted to plan an excursion day for him, and I don't want it to be very expensive. And I am getting him a gift, and it's not too expensive. It's a very practical gift. Definitely something he will love. But I did want to fill the day with mystery. So I'm just going to take him to all these things, but I placed some elements in it, and I can't talk about it much on here because he's going to see this before his birthday day. So I can't really go into detail. I'm looking so forward to this. There's elements to it that even I don't know. He's going to have to pick between door number 1 through 5, you know. And so even I don't know what we're going to do, but I have options behind each of those doors. I just tried to figure out things that I know he likes and plan the day around those things. So it's going to be interesting, and we're going to vlog it. I'm going to take you with us the day we do George's birthday excursion. It's going to be so much fun. All right, I got to take the dogs out. They are telling me it is time. All right, so the first shelf is done. I just got it done real quick. So all I need to do when I clean is just take this little sheet out. Okay, I also got the big drawer done too. I did all this while I was cooking. Okay, so tonight's dinner is pizza. And I bought these, I think they were gluten-free pizza crusts. They were healthier versions of a crust. I put a little bit of olive oil on them and let them kind of crisp up in the oven for, I think it was on 400 for about 5 minutes. And then I took it out of the oven. I put the cheese on it. I have some fresh tomatoes I needed to use up, which I think will be great on there. And then I added of course, the mozzarella cheese and the pepperonis. I will probably eat one pizza tonight, maybe a little part of another one, and then I'll have the rest for tomorrow. probably for lunch, maybe even breakfast, I don't know. And here's the final result. I think I ended up doing it for like 5 minutes and then 3 more minutes, so maybe 8 total. I'm gonna put Parmesan cheese on it, and I have a little bit of Pinot Noir to have with it. And as you can see, we have a little friend on the back porch, which was a little scary. All right, I'm ready for bed. I guess it was almost 9 o'clock. Dexter would not go pee. So, I mean, he didn't want to get off the porch, and I thought it was because it had rained. We had a really heavy rainstorm. But I just noticed on the camera, like at 9:13, there's a skunk on our back porch. I don't know if that's why Dexter wouldn't go. I'm grateful because I guess the skunk was around. He's been around. I've been seeing him. Yeah, one of these days, somebody's going to get it. I hope it's not me. Good morning. Well, it's Friday now. And now I can say that George comes back tomorrow. So yeah, I'm doing the dye face mask. I've really enjoyed these masks. So I set an alert on my phone to do one of these once a week. I really do think that it helps nourish my face, and it just feels so good. So what we're doing today, I can take off, use the refreshing face mask. I got to drink my greens drink. I want to look at the artwork on the fridge, which every 3 months I try to just, refresh that. That's a silly to-do thing, but, after you go like 5 or 6 years without changing anything on your fridge, you're like, wow. So it's on the reminder app. Now that I'm retired, I can do things like rearrange the pictures on my fridge. Just another opportunity to look at the latest, greatest photos of my grandsons. Got to go ahead and address Mom's birthday card and put it with her gifts so I don't forget that. Check out passport information and make the appointment. When I had lunch with my friend the other day, she told me that there was a location not too far away from us. I'm just going to tell you for you Nashville folks, it's the Donaldson location. But my friend told me that they also will do the photo and the passport for you all at once. And so that helps me out. So really, I just want to look online and make the appointment. I need to get the trash can from the road because they picked that up this morning. I need to pick my recipe for next week because I like to cook one night a week. I need to work on my grocery list because I have a feeling when George gets home, we're going to be going and doing that probably Sunday. I have things like don't forget to pray, check your weather, take your vitamins, get the mail, check the parsley bed to make sure it's not too dry. So tonight is making homemade spaghetti. Got to remember to feed the dogs. This is feeling so good. Check on Mom. Pretty much reading, taking bedtime supplements. I mean, that's the plan for today. Yeah, and doing the video. I'll give you snippets if anything important happens. It's been a great little day today. I was able to get my passport appointment scheduled, and it comes with the photo. And I also spent a couple of hours, maybe 2.5, working on the video. I've not put the camera to stuff, but tonight it is pasta night, and then I'm going to set in and read, making good progress on the Danielle Steele.
Who's excited that Daddy comes home tomorrow? Daddy comes home tomorrow. Daddy comes home tomorrow. Are you excited?
Do I need to be concerned that Alexa just started playing the news all by herself? That was weird. I kind of wish things like that wouldn't happen when I'm here by myself. Oh my gosh, y'all. George just texted me that they're on their way to Dallas. I pick him up today at the airport. So typically they always stop at the donut shop in Mineral Wells. But it reminded me, I still have half of a donut that I have not eaten the last 2 days. I was going to eat a fourth a day since we went to Tim Hortons coffee shop and I got that blueberry sour cream donut. I hope it's still good. My memory is just, how could I forget a donut? Sorry, no makeup yet. So basically what I've been doing this morning is my morning Devo Bible study. Only have another day or two with the forgiveness book. World Bible School is going great. I actually have a student that wants to be baptized. Today is the day that I do all of my planning, so I'll be doing that later, but the vlog went live today. I always spend probably about an hour just promoting it on social websites. It does seem to get the word out. If you're like me and you need a reminder because you can't remember that you even have a donut in the house, how is anybody going to remember to watch my video if I don't remind them? Lots of things planned today. I want to fix like a nice little breakfast for myself. I need to use some of the eggs, the rest of the spinach. So I want to make like a little omelet, I guess, this morning. I'm not cooking dinner tonight because I fixed enough spaghetti last night. I do have to pick George up later and have a lot that I want to do. Yeah, I just got to get on with my little morning routine here and keep everything on track. But yeah, I'm going to go eat my donut. It's still good. It's not stale. How could I forget there was a donut in the house? All right, so it is still Saturday, 1:51. George's flight does not come in until about 8:30. I just wanted to sit down and talk about how this week has gone. I had a little list here that I told you all I wanted to do. And, we did most of it. So I'm really happy as far as me being able to stay alone. I thought I handled that really well. I feel comfortable in this house. I feel comfortable in this neighborhood. I do have neighbors. It's comforting to know that you can reach out to at any time if there's an emergency and you know that they'll be there for you. All of that was really comfortable, and I do have 2 dogs that would let me know if anything is wrong, and Dexter's very protective. So all of that went really well, and I was proud of myself for planning what I was going to eat for the whole week, did the grocery shopping for it, and just really enjoyed all the prep work. I was really organized at it. And I think what's different is that when I only cook for one night, it's just very minimal, and there's things you miss when you're not in the kitchen all the time. And I'm not saying I want to be in the kitchen all the time. When one person is doing it, there's a better handle on using up all your ingredients because you know what's left. It's just more cohesive. It was just smooth in that respect. And I know that hopefully that makes sense. But I think it went well with the dogs. Dexter was a little bit, he missed George. He pouted a little bit, but sometimes he pouts anyway. So it's hard to know. There were a couple of mornings he forgot that George was not here, and he went back to wake him up only to find that he was not in his bed. Did have a couple of times where he didn't want to eat. Most of the time he did. There were a couple of times he wanted to go for long walks, and I did take him on a pretty good walk those times, but there were other times that I just had to show him, no, we're just going to go out and pee. And I think he understands me on that, but he tries to push me. He tries to push my limits. But then when I tell him, no, we're going to go in, he's been really good and just turned around and come on in. So he's learning that whatever mom says is gonna go. I was proud of him for that, and I bragged on him for being a good boy. Did I get all of the projects done? No, I really thought I would get more computer time, but then as I really thought things through, I kind of suspected that it would be hard to do because I did have additional responsibilities during the day. Taking care of the dogs, I take them out separately. So if I took them out 4 to 5 times a day, that's actually 8 to 10 times a day. And I was cooking all the meals for myself. Although most of them were simple, that did take up, several more hours of my week. George usually does the afternoon feedings. I had to pick that up. I also took care of things like taking the trash out, getting the trash can to the road. I kind of suspected that it would be hard for me to get these extra projects done. I did get the blog upgrade done. I got the puzzle set up. I called and checked on the dentist situation. I was wanting to change dentists. It's not going to work. Cleaned the fridge out. Put the plastic inserts in the fridge drawers. Ice cream, Creamy Ninja recipes. That worked out great. I did laundry, housework. I set up my passport appointment. I did some research on black tie. I did some video work. Didn't get all of it done. I read a lot, and I was pretty happy with that. I watched, some YouTube shows and enjoyed that. Planned Mom's birthday. Planned an it's not extravagant. I planned just a whole day around George's birthday. So all the things I didn't get done were just YouTube projects, YouTube planning, and all my photo projects and notes in Notion. So I was pretty much a recluse all week. I've been wanting to do that for as long as I can remember. So I really loved every minute of it. I did miss George. I'm just really happy that it all went well. I'm going to be doing some editing this afternoon, then take the dogs out and eat, and then we'll go to the airport and pick him up. George will be home soon. Yay! Okay, I'm in the cell phone parking lot waiting on George. Oh, this is so cool. You can sit and watch planes take off. I'll be so glad to have him home. So I'm gonna sit here and see if I can watch a plane take off.
Go see Daddy.
Hi! Oh, he is so happy to see you. Did you miss Daddy? Did you miss Daddy?
Oh, good boy. I'm glad to see you. How are ya?
Are you happy, Dexter? Are you happy your daddy's home? Yes, you missed him, didn't you? You missed him, didn't you?
Come on, let's go.
Welcome back. All right, guys. It's getting late and we're tired. I'm relieved to have him home. I'm relieved to not be driving around Nashville after dark. I hope you enjoyed this very long video. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave me a comment. Let me know if anything resonated with you. See you next week. I'm gonna go to bed after I have a glass of wine. We're gonna sit and talk for a minute. Bye now.